Hey, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, the Bahanas, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. All right, just wanted to jump into the spirit. I'm driving now, but I got Acts 5 and 12 pulled up. In the hands of the apostles were many signs and wonders wrought among the people, and they were all with one accord in Solomon's porch. And that's very important, to be in one accord, you know, on everything, because you got brothers with different spirits. You got brothers, you know, who have certain livelihoods or something. They might have families or whatever, but it's always important, even in different camps. You know, we have different ways of doing things, but then on certain things, it has to be on one accord. You know what I'm saying? Even amongst the camp, it has to be on one accord so that, you know, things make sense. And it says, and of the rest, there's no man joined himself to them, but the people magnified them. And believers were the more added to the Lord, multitudes both of men and women. And so at a certain point, because we know about the challenges before that, we know, I believe, before Paul even came to Ananias and Sapphira, this is when Nero had he had burned down Rome. He had set fires in Rome, and then blamed the Jews for doing that, and then the Jews were kicked out of Rome, so that, you know, these multitudes of people are being scattered again. You know, just like originally you had our people in Jerusalem. It talks about it in the Maccabees, and then Antiochus came in and enslaved our people and scattered them about the Greco Empire. And then, of course, the Romans came during the time of the Greeks, and it was the Greco-Roman Empire. And bada boom, bada bam, now we're in the New Testament. All right? So at a certain point, we know that multitudes of people are going to wake up, which, you know, they're waking up every day. You know, looking at the channels and looking at, you know, brothers, you got all kinds of people with questions in the comments, questions and concerns. And it's important that, you know, we stay the path and we stay the course and make sure that we know the whole book, because the scriptures talk about eat the whole roll. You know what I mean? Eat the whole roll, and that's important. To know the whole book, know all of the details in the book. You know, we got all kinds of, this is the time to take advantage of our opportunity. You know, this is it. We're not going to get a second chance after this. That's why there's so many resources. If you can't buy the book, you don't have the money to pay for the book, you can go online and get the PDF version of the book, download it to your computer. You know, maybe you get the money, you can take the PDF up to Office Depot or something and have them create the book for like, you know, $10 or something. Simple stuff. So we're definitely in that time where we have to utilize our resource to the fullest, because it's coming to a close. Because I don't know if you noticed, but the Democrats, they really don't have a chance to beat Trump. You know, so it's going to be Trump for another 4 years, and who knows what this next 4 years is going to do, because we've seen the shootings, we've seen the havoc and the mayhem just that's been caused by this 4 years. We've seen, you know, the country being shaken up. You know, Esau being shaken up. These Edomites, they were chilling. You know, they thought they had just kind of recovered after 2008, after that housing crisis and stuff. You know, things got back to normal. Everything kind of shifted back into gear for them. But now here we go again, you know, with Donald J. Trump. And it's just important, because when you look at other groups, you know, first off, they don't have a lot of these Israelites, which I don't understand this one, because the scriptures say the elders are worthy of double honors, but the elder apostles and the elders, which they don't have elders, they don't have elder apostles, they don't have people who lead the way, who lead the flagship, so to speak. They don't have those. So those are all resources for us to be able to use and for us to get with brothers and, whatever we don't know, whatever minor questions we have, they got to come out. Whatever we can do to get together and for us to be able to move in one direction, yes, like it, be able to us to move in one direction, for us to be able to push forth this ministry and be able to try to wake up the elect as soon as possible. All right, and that's all I had, man. It's simple because that push is a big thing. People are seeing us, people are learning, people are starting to be engaged. The Israelites it's no longer a small thing that's kind of in the corner. The scriptures talk about that the teachers, they won't be pushed into that corner anymore. We're not in that corner. Now the spotlight is really on us. And you got people responding, you got people putting their input in and the information that we're also going into. You know what I'm saying? And that's very important. But Salaki, damn devil fucking up during my lesson. But anywho, that's very important for us to show and be that example for Israel. All right, because the Lord, He's woken up certain men, and the Lord always deals with small numbers. But at a certain point, we know that 144,000 men have to be sealed, whether they are now or whether they are going to be sealed, in the near future. It has to be the near future because we don't have that long. So, hey man, may brotherly love continue, may the example continue, and may it grow forth. And brothers continue to push and to labor. All right, because sometimes it can feel like your labor goes out void. Man, nobody's looking at my video, nobody's listening, nobody's dealing with this. But that's not true. You got all kind of people watching, you got all kind of people listening, all kind of people focusing in on what you're doing and the things that are going on. You know what I'm saying? It starts step by step. That step-by-step process. So, man, it's just exhortation, man. Brothers, continue to labor in the faith, continue being in the spirit. Hey, shalom.